game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Well, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
7. First down, Los Angeles.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castro. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
16-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other other people to give them the yardage that they need, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal.
First down.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Bengals nothing. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a
good pickup there to 22.
And the Bengals.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Monroe.
This throw nearly intercepted.
The
big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
5.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
70 Lions!
Throw left side complete to Chase. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
45 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Evan McPherson.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game...
measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. Copy. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Omarion Hampton with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. Going after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Chargers 14, Bengals 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Monroe over the middle. That's caught by Chase.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? Warrior 70. 19 light. Ready?
Looking to throw.
Monroe. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
The Bengals sit 6-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He was tackled at the
It's a 7-yard carry to
line.
set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Again, baby. Rock up.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ready, break. 6. 70. 70 Lion. Get up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. Burrow knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Monroe. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards.
14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Chargers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Still fighting for more.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached it.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Chargers 21. Joshua Carty to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's now fourth down.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Chase on the right side complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Quick throw here to Johnston.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Go with him.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
90 yards for him on